next week's games, or this week's coming games, a lot of playoff implications going on this week. I mean, I don't know about you, I'm pretty excited though, but that's why people pay to play in the Gridiron, because every game is a playoff game. Let's start off with the top, TMT versus RC Vegas. This may be the first time that TMT does not make the playoffs if they lose to RC Vegas this week. What do you think?
I can't see it happening, but if RC Vegas pulls this one out, then it's monumental. I mean, I've never been in division in over 8-9 years, and Team T never made the playoffs. And if they lose this game, they make the playoffs.
Well, RC Vegas was on a streak before, unfortunately, they hit a bye week and then the unit forfeiting. So, I mean, you really can't stay hot when you're not playing games.
Yeah.
So, and we'll see what happens on there, but RC Vegas can shock everybody and knock TMT out the game.
And what does this mean for RC Vegas?
If they win, they're in. I mean, it's basically they put their own destiny in their hands.
Yeah.
You win and in. Now let's go down to a more complicated playoff scenario, the Big 12. Body count versus bad boys. Pretty much body count is in. They have the higher point differential, so if they lose and Wasted Talent and Empire wins, they have the highest point differential, so they'll make them the 3rd seed. If they win and Wasted Talent wins, doesn't matter what Empire does, it knocks them out. So these are the 3 games: Bad Boys versus Body Count, Wasted Talent versus Scrappers.
It's not going to be an easy game for a Wasted Talent. Scrappers on a roll too.
Well, they beat Geek Squad. Let's not hold it too high.
They're on a roll.
And Empire versus the Force. That's going to be a great game, but it's all going to be for naught for the 3rd game if both teams win.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see what will happen in those games. But Big D is calling it right now. You got the Scrappers upsetting Wasted Talent.
Don't put that on me. I didn't say that.
You did say that earlier off camera.
I didn't say that. Listen, I want to see a good game. That's what I want to see.
What's your prediction? Give it to me.
Scrapper Joe. I'm not saying I'm relying on anybody, but it seems like I'm pulling for the Scrappers.
You're pulling for the
I'm
Scrappers?
pulling for the Scrappers.
I never thought I'd hear the day when body count players put
I never heard the day either, but you put me on the spot.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm going out on a limb and saying that we're going to beat the Force.
And why is that?
Because I just think that we have a lot of momentum going. I mean, we've played 2 tough games, TMT and body count, and Josh is playing phenomenal football at quarterback. Falco said at the beginning of the season, you need to get the ball in your best playmaker's hand. And what did we do? Give him the ball every play.
Yeah, and the Force could easily say, we made the playoffs and we're just like, we'll set us out. Tell guys don't show up, rest injuries. But I'm talking to those guys at the end of the game. They want to play this game very, very bad. I just hope that their whole team shows up and make it interesting. Because if their whole team doesn't show up or certain key people are missing, it might be all bad.
Hey, shit happens. That's what you got.
Play with what you got, I guess.
Let's jump down to the Big Ten. Only game that is really any monumental is Lockdown versus Bulldogs and Nellis versus Second and None. Nellis has a chance of missing out on the playoffs if they lose. I mean, they had a big win versus the Bad Boys, but then, or not the Bad Boys. They beat the Bad Boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Force. They had a big win versus the Force, and they lost to the Bad Boys this past week.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty close, if not for a block on the back for an interception return for a touchdown that could have brought the game within 1 touchdown.
Nice.
But that's why you play the game. You gotta get over those mistakes. Lockdown versus Bulldogs. Bulldogs got ass fucked this past week by No Limit. I know Falco was there. I mean, it would have been a better game because Falco has a lot of experience playing against No Limit. Brad, he's going to look to solidify, in your opinion, his MVP candidacy. I still like Obama for MVP only because he's beat Brad head to head. You may not like his quarterback skills, but he's impressed me so far for first season playing quarterback and coming from wide receiver to quarterback. May not impress you much, but when you play the position, somewhat position. You kind of respect that. What are your thoughts?
I have none. Let's go to the Pac-10.
How about we go to the Mountain West first, all right, buddy?
Oh, the Mountain West?
Mountain
Oh,
West is
okay.
pretty much solidified, first through,
Oh, yeah.
all the seeds are pretty much done.
Let's just call it the GBA conference. How about
GBA
that?
conference? All right, GBA
They
conference.
already
Why is
have
that?
the-
Because
Guys, they already have their trophy.
they bitch slap wreckage, is that
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, they already have their trophy, guys, so just
Don't need
showing
to
up
show
for
up, right?
showing up for the playoffs is just a formality.
Just show up for the pictures?
Yeah,
Pay
just show up.
referees?
Yeah, we need the referees. Yeah.
Let's go down to the Pac-10. Is a log jam in the Pac-10 after undefeated weekend warriors. I mean, there's two teams at 5-4 in second place, and two teams at 4-5, and then you got the Wranglers who need a lot of help at 3-6 that can sneak in. They play the Hooligans this weekend.
Hooligans can be beat. I'm not really sure what
Razorback
happened.
showed that to this past week, where
Yeah.
beating the shit out of them.
Yeah.
If Wranglers played like they did against the Seminoles, they have a chance of backdooring into the playoffs for the first time ever.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, I would love to see the Wranglers in there. They're one of our longest tenured teams, and they play hard every week, and I would like to see them.
And they have fun.
Yeah.
They have fun.
But I mean, okay, it's yay, we made the playoffs, but now we got to open up a door. It is what it is.
Unfortunately, it is what it is.
But I would like to see them make the playoffs.
Well, this concludes our Week 9 edition of Gridcenter. Next week, Falco will be back from his sabbatical at the happiest place on earth. So hopefully we'll see you this weekend rooting for the teams that you want to see in the playoffs.
Definitely.
I'm the commish. This is Big D. Thank you very much.
Let's go Scrappers.